Abusia be mo adwo na ya mo akwaba edo aba Adom TV Pampaso dwumadie so don hwe ba ko eda yanim ya ba bidi wo man Ghana ho enkomo na nwumre enkomo ayedi etiawa ye bisa se anyebia wo man Ghana abatoi ebeba so de ene Supreme Court ede enchemu bi aba se yempopa ye register no emu de nimi se Electoral Commission ahase ye cleaning bi empoma hunu krata bi a enenam ye regions ne districts no se yemfa nipa wo mu awu edi emra wo mo ne chief imams ne asofo ne bef and def ne ahemfo enkamom yenhu nipa wo mu awu wo mo mpatamu ne mfa list emra na Electoral Commission enyi sa nipa ne din emfi register no emu we exercise ekoso wo se ho da wu bo no enhye da mpi papa ekrata no me hu ye na eyem won kakra but ne nyina chi no ene court edi ruling aba se ebeya yenyi nipa bi edi free voters register no mu asechire anything anye bia de important na court no eka isi the reaction kakra bi aba ebetie ehon nsem ne yahwe a lawyer fo egina mu de ma woni ye de asemi kokodan court no wo mo nso nchemu a wode eba de na ehwe de ama wo man Ghana yebedi hu nkomo emranimfo a wo mo aben e wo sa asemi beboa yen e wo sa nchemu a ye de beba e wo Pampaso dwumedie so medi Kofi Adoma woni medabedwe pania minni bedin komo yi edi akiro ne mo mansana no hye no so se Amen Scientific Herbal Clinic wo mo sayare ahodo nyina wo mo ekura yasen sanso na hye no so se meboso de to so nwotwe ye de enapa ye dwumadi ebrel e College of Physicians and Surgeons wo modin ase o maame obetumi ayi na ye kwan sonko so e wo se dwumadi ase mekiro kwan abetumi afa so do maame ababi ene nsema ahodo pi sabre ntwa ye ho na ye nyenkrato emra ye ba meda pani a ye ne babedin komo yi edi akiro Etwa nkwaje yaboafo enkrato yasan aba lawyer Morris Ampao emranim ni a wedi wo man Ghana emrachi acheyi pa Supreme Court abra na you and I were not there no sabre no enidi nkomo pi e ma ne cheshe de na ekoso na ene ruling ya bai yensa aka no e wo studio ha e be san bisa no se de emrai enchemu esi etie la emajo
ya yenua
empombo ko de
adum bi na adum ye
ya da asenso ne wo bre se bribia onya bre emayen edini ka ba ko hwe lawyer na Asante bedi etuo abra ruling na ebaye no yebo pinchen ne di nkomo kakra yetie ne nsem ne wie beba na afia ba behwe ye woni ye de asem no court no ankasa wo mo nso se de na wo mo ho ye wo mo na afia behwe easy reaction kakra ne ya ba studio ba bedi ho enkomo ntien sha asem free na Asante bedi etuo
makes the register not reasonably accurate or credible. The court also said that the presence of deceased persons, and in fact included minors, even though we had not included minors, on the register, also makes it not reasonably accurate or credible. The court declined to grant us the orders we were seeking for two reasons. And the orders were that the register be declared unconstitutional on the basis of the inaccuracy and the basis that it was incredible. Because one, on the issue of the deceased persons, the court didn't think that the numbers were large enough to render it unconstitutional. And with respect to the number of the presence of people who use the NHS card, the court also said that it couldn't tell what the percentage of those people were in order to determine whether it completely tainted the entire register. But they do find that to the extent that they remain on the register is not accurate and it is not credible. The court gave two orders. The first was that the Electoral Commission to take immediate steps to delete the names of the people who use the NHIS card to register and the people who are deceased. And that for the people who use the NHIS card to register, any person whose name is deleted should be given an opportunity to register again so that if they are indeed Ghanaian, they can get back on the register.
So per this judgment of the court, you obviously have
to commission and find out what steps that they're taking immediately, because these are orders that if they do not obey, is a high crime under the Constitution. So we would want to find out what steps they're going to take immediately because, as you know, they had informed the court in the proceedings that they were taking certain steps already to clean the register. We had, in fact, submitted to the court the plan, the proposals that they had to clean the register. In spite
Nana Santibedi to and I who could no. Na yɛsɛ ne nkyerɛmu a wɔde ba nyinaa ne sɛ nsɛm a wɔde kɔɛ sɛ nka voters register no koraa no yɛn declare sɛ ɛyɛ null and void koraa yɛ sɛ ɛne yɛsɛ foforɔ ne yɛbɛtwerɛ koraa no a ebi sɛ nipa awu ɛna afei wɔn yɛde nneɛma a ɛnte sɛ nanka wɔde kɔ ekodi adanseɛ ne yɛtwe wɔ din no ne nyinaa no court no hwɛ ho sɛ nipa awu no numbers no wɔde kɔ court no ɛnɔɔso kɛse a ebetumi aka sɛ ɛne nti yɛn ka sɛ voters register no tia emra ɛno akyi nso no nipa a wɔn din ɛwɔ voters register no mu a wɔn use national health insurance cards no ɛno deɛ court ahyɛ ne sɛ yɛnyi wɔn din mfiri mu ɛne nkyɛmu a wɔde ba ka ho yɛbɛba na yɛbɛbisa lawyer deɛ ɛkyerɛ pɔtee ɛne deɛ electoral commission betumi ayɛ ba deɛ yɛnkɔ na yɛnkɔtie wɔn a yɛde asɛm ɛkɔ court no sɛdeɛ na wɔn ho si yɛ wɔn abra really no ɛbaa yɛ ne wɔn nte ase ankasa pɔtee.
Remove everybody who cannot come and justify their names.
We'll thank the courts first and foremost. I believe we didn't get it the way we wanted. We are happy. If they had granted all the reliefs, we would have been more excited. But to say the court really, per its pronouncement, has done the job we want done by declaring the register not credible. By the court saying the register is not credible, it is even a recipe for disaster for us as a country. That the court admits that the register is not credible, that's even a bigger issue. So the lack of credibility of the register and the directive of the court that they should go ahead and delete and give opportunity for people to re-register. It is the same validation process we suggested. If you remember, all over the media we had said that, one, we want people who are on the register illegally to be given the opportunity to reproduce their proof of qualification to be on the register. Reproduce that document and register and make your registration complete. And the court says give them the opportunity to re-register after deleting them. So now the big question is, who are we deleting? By the directive of the court, who are we deleting? And I can assure you, we are going to change this matter.
The directive is very clear. It said that delete those with NHIS and even minors.
Is it one or two? Is it one or two people? Are there 20 people? Are there 100 people?
But the court did not know that. That's why
precisely. So between ourselves and the commission, we should come to an understanding that on the current register, we have 10 million people who are not supposed to be on the register, so we are deleting their names of the register. So that process is, we are going to make sure that the Electoral Commission complies with it.
But let me understand this part too. I mean, the court also ordered that they should be allowed to register, again, the people who have been deleted.
Clearly, that's what I'm saying. So it's a form of validation the court is asking them to do. Instead of giving them the opportunity to say, okay, you come and reproduce your source of identification to own a voter's register. I'm deleting your name. Come back and give a proof of your nationality and come and register. It's the same thing.
So explain this to us. I mean, the EC is going to now say that we have deleted this number of names or posted out there, or say that if you registered with NHIS, go and check whether your name is in the register.
So when you go and check, your name is not supposed to be there. So what happens? I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. We are going to follow myself, my lawyers and myself and Evans. We're going to sit down and look at what other avenue is open to us. This is not the end of the case, I can assure you. Okay. We are going to make sure that every legal procedure that is available to us, we would use that legal, even if it means on the day of election. Even if it means on the day of election, getting the last person deleted for the register to be credible, we'll do that.
So I happen to be in the United States. I registered an NHIS card. How am I supposed to know that my name has been deleted and later I have to come back and do so? Did you consider these people?
So the court should have considered it and told the commission how to inform those people. So there are all processes that we must sit down with the commission and find a way to go about it.
You are impressed with this ruling?
Yes, I am. I'm excited. At least it's a wedding gift for me, so I'm excited.
Of course, ahead of Saturday, but my last question will be, you see the kind of violence and protest that's actually happening across the country, and specifically in some regions. Are you not going to open up some more polling stations?
It will be worse. It will be worse if the court had not given those directives, because the court has established that the register is not credible to start with. So can you imagine the chaos that will happen after an election when somebody says, I don't agree with the register or with the election, because even the Supreme Court of Ghana agrees that the register is not credible.
Abu Ramadan waka won wadi asemi ekọ court na wote se wadi ne nchiremu eba no but the ba ye okay say let my vote count for aye ye kira e call for say validation and kemi voters register no mu ento ho na ye nka se ye de bosom ye si Ghana ni bia watwe odin ko ade akọ na fa ID card kokoche na ehu se wowom ana se ukona se enye voters ID card ana niema esa wo de che no wanya anke se yefa ne se wo no enya de a odi no timi esan ewom eno achi ye bie to obosome no na wamma yefa ne se wo ye saman eni ntini ayi odin e de afrim eno nya de a ec epene ye eno na bu Ramadan kire se de court akan no eye akoye se sa asem no na court pese wo kire se ebe ya ec no enya fi se nipa bi wa ma no ne asese bia na wo de NHIS card ene register ya eso oba Ghana na ibe yi ni din afrim eso osan be register enti eno ho nsem nso eye bibia ho ba de enko let my vote count for a omo ye kire no David Asante ni nuanom said de wo mo sigi asemifa.
Number of times we in Let My Vote Count Alliance have come out to speak about the credibility of the voters register. Most of the instances we pointed out the names of dead persons on the electoral register. The order from the Supreme Court today introduces a rather interesting dimension. That is the names of individuals who got onto the electoral register through and by the use of national health insurance cards. That gives us a more serious fear into the election 2016. We used to think the electoral register is only bloated by some 600,000 names. That is the dead persons. Now the Supreme Court is ordering the Electoral Commission to go clean the register and delete the names of individuals who got their names onto the electoral register through the use of national health insurance card, because the EC says they know those people. And the order says delete them. And after you delete them, give them another opportunity to get their names on the electoral roll. Are they 4 million? Are they 1 million? Or just 50,000 persons? It makes the matter murkier. So our point has consistently been upheld, not just in the court of public opinion, but we're talking about the Supreme Court today ordering the Electoral Commission to go and clean the register, because apart from 600,000 deceased persons, there are millions of Ghanaians whose names are there through the use of national health insurance card. So the Supreme Court says, go delete them and give them another opportunity. That should tell you the Electoral Commission has not helped the matters from the very onset. This is where we find ourselves. The Electoral Commission consistently had been heard saying, allow us to continue the limited registration exercise. And after we get to the point of determining whether or not the register is bloated and is fit for purpose, then we determine what next. So they are saying, we'll go ahead and do limited registration exercise. And after that, we will clean the register. So from where we stand and from the things the EC has told us previously, we know they do not have any problem practically at all in adding more names, and after that, deleting those who are there illegally or those who are ineligible and are there. So this is where we find ourselves. The EC has made us aware. They are aware of those who got there through the use of NHIS card. Delete the
And in a let my vote count convener and a otene no. But the Electoral Commission won't be any day. This is say, won't bet me aba. Wachina kanche say ye yini nyina de free ho. What is the proof? Dodo saying ene wo mu yiye na ebeden na Ghana political parties na gya to mu say enokre we delete sa names no. Say nipa ye kra we delete yes e complex akra ba de be hwe say de be si akonti e bi say wo mo say de abani wo be ne den.
The Supreme Court of Ghana had just ruled on the Amu Ramadan and Nimako case this morning. The EC is yet to get a copy of the judgment, study it, and then see what is actually in there. The good thing is that what the Supreme Court is asking the EC to do is something that already we have put in place, a program, and doing that. And so I would ask that the nitty-gritties are yet to be found out in the judgment itself, which we are yet to be furnished with.
And in the Electoral Commission say the ruling number. Omo chance o benya nkrata na omo nso ahye omo kiki atwense omo hwena no akan mu na omo hunu de esese omo eye Lemon Sampao de si nyina wo hwe ne nyina reactions a eba ene won ye de court na in totality why you be a waben wo mremu uhunu sei
in totality no me di kan chamu ti for me raho and I think say the EC for after the 2012 elections, no, did not take the recommendations now. Supreme Court judges the man seriously, and can the issue of the voter register. Because we share election petition now, voter register no issue as to whether it's voted became a key issue. Watch here. We could not even find out the number of people on the register. They are conflicting. Omo mufia bruchi ebroso ema at the end of the day no dimbi wo hokra na awremu a na nse remu ema Supreme Court they say voter register the problem ho. The recommendation of Moiban say look, there's issue with a voter register. Two no so yan register no yen clean na credible voter register. Na you so you make sure say parties no ebenya register be earlier to do their own cross checking. As a nation, after the Supreme Court ruling, no, electoral commission trans, ye trans, you fold your arms. Ghana in Subanro, odi say city, odi say I say be seeing that. Into trans, 4 years along the line. Odi say since electoral commission and the people of Ghana, those who matter, took the decision of the electoral commission seriously.
The Supreme
Court seriously, immediately no. And can almost starting the reforms. Say elections, no, it's not only won at the police station. It starts with credibility of the voter register. So voter register no problems of one. Police station they okay there. We didn't take it serious. They say, maybe simple question. Easy, what is your interest in fighting against either cleaning, validating, or ensuring that you credible voter register?
Almost is kind be involved in the doors.
And yes, it can. See, can it? And this say, the cost no. To be matching to the basabasa see. Say you need credible voter register. And the EC no, because a mandate as the EC no say and so be share wo. My real one say EC atlansi among politicians. A dictator man. Even the say committee no continue no. That committee has become useless. Waste of time, space and money. Once that committee could also resolve the matter, committee FT now, MPP feed the issue no, say there is an voted before the committee led by Justice Crab. You go for Ecuador Common, you go for all the political parties. Better than say GBC ye. Na ye diagro to me. That's how I saw it. Oh, I say way back. I say oh, yeah, cleaning. Oh wait, no biak. Obiaka ya maybe easy come out. Easy, but I should come out because oh no dear. He seen nothing wrong. State push say the rest are no. Despite say what issue no, the new register. Now ya come out. We should the way both political parties, MPP and NDC, ya come out. NDC defending this in position. If you see all the communicators and the leadership of NDC, including the president, oh, you see, you're my darling. This is you see, hey, there's no issue. Then MPP 2 sees, you see, say, Bibi or Yebia, and also, and you're credible. Every day, you're both commissioned the ball to the sense, say, they lost bandit. Then the EC chairman, I am pointing for front. Instead of taking the issue of the voter register and the credible overbloated seriously. No. Mamenu Mo was interested in a logo. Now, Sir Subayano also with National Commission for Civic Education. Mokai, Madam Charlotte. The moment you take it from Mr. Chris as the commissioner for National Civic Education, not the National Commission for Civic Education logo, no, a fronton from. Oh, yes, yeah, fronton from.
Yeah.
Mami resume pena no say on pen fronton from. Logo no enkunya no. No changing it to nkofu bi omomom saso. Enti we share logo no from fronton from no and can fronton from no signify say the rule in education.
Yeah.
Nkofu omomom saso no even it the nuanu mo we find say northness we're not happy. Was not nothing side of the country no. Woman saso it shows surrender. It shows weaknesses. It doesn't show victory. Woman saso to woman no enti mamenu suben say on there oba every place brand in any day logo na any day no lose focus.
Okay, yamra and ruling na ebaye say yes ye nkoyi obi a register you use national health insurance card. Ye fan say eno nkyere say we Ghana ni enough because other citizens use card ni bi. Enti no card no untumi mfa nkọ kyere say we Ghana ni man ntie nyina so register. Ye nyi wo mu nyina edi mfrim. As we said, ochina na aka 184 days. Na November 7th na ye kan ye no if we are to go by November na edu 100 and to see ya kakra ya ye bie ye kura no emu wantwi e bae. Is it practicable? Ade a ohwe a emre akai ebetumi aye.
That's practicable. Be ni wa yentumi ye. So when you are now you're committed to something ebetumi aye. It's practicable. Say easy. Any aban titri. Me dey because aban you see aban no una wide resources no. And I easy so mandate no crowd. Ya kedi nya ye dey. Ya kedi nya no ye need what it takes to resource the easy. Because aban no. Now, say easy take key the earlier ruling of the Supreme Court say obi o use national health insurance no to register or engage in legality. And the first thing they have to do is then obi biara o use national health no quickly no yandili to munia na yanka jomo say almost some rebium you don't it doesn't take you have to sit down to take the Supreme Court to declare today because once who make it a mistake Supreme Court to catch you say obi biara o use identity national health insurance no and proper identity and you know by that no o might register illegally no the commissioner who are lawyers attorney general quickly will know say no then those people know let's identify them and then bring everybody stakeholders I party say oh look omo register through national we know bomb one into obi amra na at least yan kan bom na ye say omo ye 1 million into sankofu nia ye di notice aba obi biara utro odin na odisu NHS no ye twa odin mu enti un beso ye twa odin mu a brebiom nanka ya publishing the names no o dey say e bia ko website ko we no mo amoye no mo dudu e say enti no ye na when you send that signal say a commission is serious in cleaning the register or making sure that the register is authentic and credible. Why we didn't do that?
But the answer ni pass say ye ba be yi wo mo dey free me. No kwa register and an electoral commission man options say obetumi the health insurance and register. But register or we were to kwatna or train election date no asan baba tunaba. Or why you see ruling about say card no the register ya easy na your body na car say e correct obetumi use no. They say enye correct be unti ye twem because of anything this was sign for plane no ba. Where you need free where disenfranchising want to me and twaba. Or legal remedies be obetumi to an amount be wabon the car.
Oh yeah, definitely. Easy na by their actions no they should have known. Say open say we establishing so be a citizen na enye national health. Into pay omo diligence omo acts no ma create this mess. But the may made the plan say so when you break so person to aba men man how come back. This is say men disenfranchise ubia no use that card no on the own on officer once the commission no am na kwan no eh for the say genuine mistake and this na anye ne dwuma yie and as say ano court to say that situation that conditions now am for you sue the register no enye no and law abiding citizens no can mene na ma ko use national health insurance go own up for the various ECs and district office na go say look maybe you sue here. Let's help. You see, the issue of voter register, no, cleaning, no, and you share responsibility. What do I say? But the aim the party say, fitena kosi time you better abano. Obi be the name in your break. Oko register we use national health. No. Some of you must begin to own up. Say, Supreme Court has declared registration as illegal, unconstitutional. What do I say? You know, yeah, me person me make sure say me deem be constitutional and me register legally. Na yetumi metumi ayobia me qualify say betuma ba so who yobia who gidi so again ni a mama ni enye wode who other venues either so passport and now who the deeper menu from the constituency no when the police station ebeko akodi adanse say we are citizens of Ghana. I don't think say anything. The most important thing is say yisi be take the voter register no serious. Bibe yisi ye bia no branding is not necessary. Sure. Unim say utumi vote almost all your time to get a credible voter register. You can do branding later. Oh, every time they were 4 years. I said that to Abba. And you know, bra about 12 do no. Oh, thinking about strategic plan for what? Now thinking about what? Branding for what? You must think about getting a voter register. Whereby the most important thing is say when we say the opponent, maybe can say, I don't know, but you see the easy. I thought say what power now president power no. Now perception is say, who your president darling. Perception is say you are going to work for the ruling government. No, I was expecting the EC to bring the larger opposition on board and bring everybody who's foul on board. Who yes, cannot even go against the government in power. Or the Americans go against like tactically no. Let my vote come. Our two MPP, our two CPP, our two PPP. We are very critical and vocal. Bring them on board. Now almost suggestions no. Fire tuma.
So say key questioner obi or should be say. You say yenyi obi or register with National Health Insurance in film. Isi aba. Omayi omo 50. How do we know? Court na ma ruling no. Uma kan check court say na mo ye nipa 50. Ye be there who say e ye nokre nipa 50 and a use health insurance e ye nokre ye yi wo mo afrim. Court be there who.
It's easily. Say this year no omo ye interested in ensuring say yisi be obey the orders of the court. Now orders of the court no a serious order because it's about interpretation. Omo raise issue say quite fast you see register no is inconsistent with the provision of the constitution. Into the say court to declare null and void. Now court declare no one orders. One obey the orders of court who you see no either say it to me I for contempt of court and he remove from power. President they can be removed from power. Into know what those who are interested in insurance say or than be Jumano say they have this must be transparent. And court will say you see NCK assistance. Oh, there's a send a coalition petition and I can say your county you go far
KPMG.
You were experts. And why they know how to clean voter register. And you rely on all those experts, no. With Akumapa, me can say, yes, you are a referee. You don't lose. So Akumapa, I dream pa. Now you could deal with my easy electoral commission. You don't lose anything. And now you see, my worry is that credible voter register, no, is good for all. It's good for all. And now I never say, a slow credible voter register. That's how I see it. Your boss to credible voter register, hey, episode issues, as if it's going to favor the opposition or favor the government in power or favor somebody. It is for our own good.
So say, BBA because Nancy ya the limited voters registration crown on to qua ACC womuni ade accusations no adoso. So say court aka say yenyi obi use health insurance in free. Parties never is satisfied. Court bear then when we said your kind, no, that question is still you bear then who
it's simple. I say yes, you know, quickly no, or starting with IPAC meeting various political parties.
Because let my vote count to say one more there some Abuma Ramadan legal team no eka say womunim.
Yes, so
this is your name, the number of
yes, and you know, it to be transparent, no.
But the case someone family no one submit it.
Oh, but immediately, Supreme Court say immediately they should take steps until the order, obey the order starts. But who say easy? PR say yes, the severe. Until be ochina no type order no the severe ma. Then they look at the order and then seek advice from the Attorney General. Say be order what is the implication? And then to me no some person fair and amafo dia. What you do is that you bring on board all political parties and stakeholders. Not together, no. Moi, je say, look, system NHI, National Health Insurance, Obi was any suggestion. That is where we are failed as a nation. Because the same who say, National Identification Authority, Nanka, all my national identity. Now, starting process, now, giant. And because we say, most at times, no, Nkofu kala no mko ebukọ register enye mo adwen so bukọ to aba no. But once udi call voter register mu na onya voter ID no. That's why I say what dream is saying come dey oje enfo say mobile money transfer no. Obi betume use and I say betume ba no can say look who ID into ye ma okwa na to aba because we didn't worry anymore. Into no sincerely no to me no can a simple say in kwala na omwo mu ayi wudi we ni boss kra no obemu say we dey akwala no. Those in kwala ni no say if EC want to be very genuine sank of nyane ye notify omo say omo sambre biom. O dey say na omo prove omo age. Now omo prove to be prove na delete. O dey say the EC has nothing, there's nothing for the EC to lose. Me na make say EC lose. Sika na nya odia. Anya odia. Enti kwala na omo be abeye no. Ye mfa kwan bi so na yim ni mfimu. Na omo nya gane so yim ni mfimu. Ewufo nko. O dey say na ye nya voter register at least it nya 100% kura na. Mo bia nya arreshum say at least ya ye bi. Oh, who win that no 100%? There's no way out there. Voter is able to be clean 100%. At least who clean but will be better to be a go through. But you see, my worry is that yet nasi na adia yen this year enyahwe bibie hu ya this year chen abato ebetu yi na yeto na obi abeji atum se me lose ye no. Ye the voter register eye konche na to aba no na afa so ye to aba no wono kware mu na eye prepare na aba no to ye no obi aji atum se abedie kalabule bi ambe mu eye more critical than any development that ye do who ye roads who sit down who government 2 years ago me na dey hold the day one create a credible register now one conduct a credible elections eye fair and eye free media let when the chance because omuni abre no the money mo kai say omo ye chief justice any all the Supreme Court judges no Senator Kwesi u chief justice u beja u wig no gown because in Senator Kwesi ye nim chief justice ni ye nim Supreme Court judges almost no money almost could 60 70. Odi ase je o makasa tu and number 2 o hwe bra o mo bre 2012 election petition no most of those Supreme Court judges no they are aging until ebi mu okrapo na health wise ebi mu BP ebi mu diabetes ebi mu until no na ye papa mpelifo yi ye mo we continue 40 April 24th April to August 29th every day 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock emu atemdidia atubanya okay I was saying emu the way again na yes time bi I am share to the same who be the 29th August na dokun kura ko to bi dia untumi ntobi ni aye fame no so people just say hey yeah international politicians I interpret the constitution in my head yeah international politicians and they very need to know these days in the Supreme Court will speak, and I was so excited. Who shall electric petition here now? Every table, just start to go back, stamp the authority. Or say, look, the nation does not belong to the politicians. Most of them are Kasabahat, okay. So the way this time, that's what the Supreme Court should be doing. We should not allow this country for the politicians. Now politicians communicate this omunim law. Now body interpreting constitution. Now the attempt. What do you say? MPP for can we? Now this is for can we? This time no obi nti bibia sia Supreme Court. They say you must Supreme Court govern Ghana. They are no. Yes. Now say na say bail wants some grab by. Yes. Oh, it was the Supreme Court. Yes, now the Supreme Court says that look, the judges exercise state authority. Like the president exercises political power and state authority. Like the legislature, they say Supreme Court judges no. The bomb baso, ya min shramo. Mun so gane mu na mun darati yen parliamentarians ya emrafua anamna enye guda mun use judicial interpretation law no power no overcome parliament na ye non-bailable offense o dey say ku for time no say na cocaine kofo no ye na ye hu dwane ye chi omo a na mo kokota no be dwane and e ko ye offense I say we dey bailable and parliament passes our law no Supreme Court says our law no e unconstitutional. See no assess Supreme Court. Bibia Ghanaian, every Ghanaian, oko now share now winner. Then another we are made be call Nansinya. Unim, they made be call Nansinya. Power, Attorney General, a war. To be decided who to prosecute and who to no prosecute. Yet tracing. Now Attorney General, case we boss say me, we me persecute no, we me persecute no, we me withdraw, we me withdraw. Now law no say, he doesn't give explanation. To me, no, current constitution now, we operate it under what? Accountability, probity, and transparency. Why should we give one person the power to decide where to prosecute and not to prosecute?
But that's a lot example. You go so Pampaso Jumedi. So Facebook comments be no about Bishop George Ni Aye was say Kofi Mira Huama Ghana. I think the cleaning of the register will still bring about a lot of trouble. The EC should do a new register for an even playing field for all political parties. God bless our homeland, Ghana. Bishop George Ni idea or de ebaye no Facebook comments no menkan kakra na fe ye ko yenim. Where dia ode ba was say Kofi mene law no I say I agree with the law. The EC is okay. The lawyer na me this way trying to short no. Say EC no enye serious na womo enye ne maye Franco Usumensa de na Francis Kwesi Chum Brakofi. I'm not sure we will vote 2016 because EC enye prepared cry achim assume and I'm do a free by Adoma Martin was the EC wom tie Supreme Court ruling na abano na entumi emfa batwa ebeye krogen emfa emra me hwe show e wotema na yani eje ho and Samuel Tetenete was the EC has no case. This is just the beginning. More of our Ghanaians living abroad who want to vote are also taking the EC to court. So Charlotte Osei should be ready and the minimum say process no ashasi say Rupa no betumi aye adwuma. Then in Sapon Kofi, the big question is who are we deleting? The register is not credible. NPP knew this but was shut down by EC, dead persons, National Health Insurance and the rest. The register must be cleaned. We are at the peak of voting. Kofi, a semo time factor and a Denis Sapon de account. I didn't any people making can be at the amount to me Kofi Adoma me Facebook wall now or do I drink channel at the at scientific about hospital Ekraya saying say oh you are able to send you a stroke and I say untumi enwo infertility a man me manya oba when you fibroid and I say menstrual pains any diabetes any high blood pressure no scientific about hospital mfidi edi be hu na ye true yade no e de free ho one time e de ama wo ko doctor amimbo nsu ho na ye mo office e de oba ye tie nim e chew ye mbo no so ofom na o yade ne ye tu ase open chemu bia betumi afren ye hospital ne bi wo dome e na bi nso e wo spinters friend 0244 227192 and 020 722 9505 wasinyame ene yare safo na hye no so May 8th ye de ye ma menom College of Physicians and Surgeons ne akwa akohwe ama wo mu adi ena no sonko ene nti bomodi ansa wo do ho ebehye mu ebi wo tie work and happiness abetumi awe ne ticket ye wo shows bi wo ho abetumi atia ticket no onsa ebetumi aka bi bi to say work and happiness sanso ena abrabo show e wa sempa ena afi ofie kwan so ne nyina ne beboa wo ama watumi enya tikiti ebintifa ho hwem yenye nkratwe emra ye ba ye no bedi nkomo abusia taw ye brana kanisa ntuba so ana wama o TV ne volume na akofom na wakasa entem so tiawa na ye koyanim 0302211705 and as 7060302211705 Gideon ama wote enka ye mwajo
mini momenyo so pa wapo mtisei
nyame da so sha mini akasa ntio
we dey me do na boko akoko atin in person aso maame babra otinjesi lawyer ba kope o Christian University constituency o so o chiam papa kakra me kan say o share ya and the court ewuni say nyoma bi o mu nchenyi no ni ade na in fact to me many ajepa because you see Ghana no obia mpese obesoa ne niema ana obetam ne maame ana ne papa edina chire edina tupan so Ghana ba kope nke betre say said the Bay or my gun, I bet my fun and to my pilfano, and I doubt my easy no, I'm funny Manguna, not to
Medasi. I shall be not in Kamajo.
When you so many of you know, to say,
Yameda Shamini, because I ain't you.
Lawyer, for example, allegations are one forward to me, so I'm just so. What's the president support you, and I just are not kind.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I go fear man when you hear the Western Ghana for being when you have a try. The Supreme Court can say, the National Health Insurance in here. And one of Buga Madame the Koya, or theater cutting Guku, if you are not going to man, yes, and the same case, you know, or more per se, Ghana result, and every central with the president. Now, why you have bought Genesis on the car to about
Medasi. I'm in farming next caller. Mini, I wouldn't be out free. Kwaku Yamajo.
Major so coffee.
Kwaku Kasaintu.
Hello, coffee, Major so.
Yameda Sushamini.
The American and said, which is 2012 Supreme Court case, you know, I confirm it, say not register no, not any credible, saying cut the tour back. Now, with the Supreme Court so assist on the Emrano. I Juma.
Medasi, Mamma Fast, Sani, and Twaso. Sani, what you can, Yamajo?
in ya.
Sani Casa. Minia.
I think I see the Aropa. Now, with the Chama or the sample.
Oh, Kafra. Matadia Shemi, Gawan Fashions, Adaroma, and a Bibia or Parmentadia, Emame, who bet me a friend Yakubu Gawan, was our number, yes, so bet me a sending a WhatsApp, proud design your Pam at the amount 027 624 9338 027 624 9338. Now, one Pam Atadia fine and far amount. Mammy Bruni, what can come wajo?
Ayaja.
I'm Bruni, over everything in Akasa into you.
Because I feel God so mention.
I'm Bruni Casa.
Because I feel God so mention.
You yet your Casa.
Ana adi chia. Nana the damn Kufuado. And before, man, Shakira, I ready kunim. Yenda, I say, that is nothing. So my declare several. And before my money now. And before my money now.
Okay, Medasipi. Boga, only last caller. Mini I am Wajo.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Mini Akasa into you.
Good evening to your partners and your partner and listeners.
Okay, Boga, go ahead. We are listening to you.
This woman, unless the Ghanaians, I've been saying something. Christian Castle, Muslim Castle, Peace Castle, they should come out and make their sound on this register. Because we cannot leave one person to be ruling the country, doing what she wants. Because this country to belong to everybody in this country. And the man that is just going down, throwing away because it's not belong to him, to her. We are not going to accept it. So the better they just change the register.
Okay. All right. Thanks for that contribution. Gentlemen, for be more and chain. Lawyer Morris and Pababam quickly now for the show no Eddie Abbey. We never mention so say I'm in Scientific Herbal Hospital. Equally saying Eddie the Pampaso Jumedi Eddie Ebro and Inti. We are now do any actual now Doctor Fono Ashel assign Abwa identity strong Eddie Amau. Lawyer,
Kofi, push the Ekosui. Say, Omo ye yenko yumudin. Nefe no issue of age in kwala bimuno. Nama amama mu se Ghana hano institutions and systems in Yejuma. Na institutions and systems in Yejuma say yempeni phone no omo bua ya. That be the role of birth and death registry.
Now confirm register papa.
It is a system institution yengumo. Because obi wu na ye to be registered anka awufuni anka homonaka is equal. Na we database. So nipa mo wi email anka resolve issue that obi wu obi ya. So these institutions are not working. National database, you know, that is where we are having this problem. But I mean, also, and the Supreme Court judges last year, Jumapa Mudi, Emma Mangana.
Medase hana yede Pampaso Jumedie no ewe sinemo minua kwaku so pepra otonkra ema Joy FM opapa eda form ya meme dey na esi no ye trabom park so yɛbɛba na yɛba bɛtaa w'akyi ɛne nti ɛyɛ na wahwɛ yɛnim ɛwɔ hɔ menim sɛ abusua no ɛbɛhyɛ den aha ɛna ɛde Pampaso dwumadi bɛsi mede de Kofi Adom Nwani production team no nyinaa ɛda wase yɛda lawyer Morris Ampa so ase sɛ wɔbɛka yɛ ho yɛma mu nyinaa mu anitie ɛne hwɛ